to the Nasty Metal Productions channel here at YouTube. Of course, I'm here for another collection update. Kind of a short one, but there's definitely here quite a bit to talk about. Of course, let me start off with one that I've gotten over the past, a few weeks or so. I've gotten this kind of like as a VCLT, I guess you can say. This, of course, is the Energy Vampires vinyl. Definitely good. I'm not sure if in the video, because I talked about this in the one of my currently listening to episodes, the last one. I didn't get to show off some of it. So let me kind of show it off a bit more in here. Of course, you know that it's been signed if you've seen that Unearthed Mail episode, which I'll link you to. But I can see it's signed from Jonathan Stewart of Energy Vampires and former singer for Slaughter Extroys. Let me show off the stuff right here. So here's one of the for like side C and side D. Here we go. Here's side A, side B. Just real nice packaging. Of course, I told you before that it was released through Shadow Kingdom Records back in 2008. So it's a really early Shadow Kingdom Records pressing. Of course, here we got his lyric sheet and interview. But yeah, real nice packaging and all. Here we go. We'll get to it. I don't think I'll get it. I'll get it. There we go. Hang on. It's in. It's in. All right. There we go. Don't want to make this too long of a video, but yeah, there's the vinyl, and of course I had got a CD along with that copy. Don't need to really show off as much of the CD. But along with that, I also had gotten the DVD, which I just watched, which is the Exhumed DVD, which I believe the only way you can get it is through, pretty much, I think, Jonathan Stewart himself or any of maybe of the other band members, I don't know, but through Monster Vision, I guess. But this pretty much is a, oops, this fell out. Never know what's gonna happen on camera. But yeah, it pretty much features like music videos for pretty much almost every song off the Energy Vampires disc. Just except My Eyes. Actually, it is. Yeah, for pretty much every track on here, actually except On the Run. On the Run did not get a music video. But again, because of the music videos, the video footage they used were all archived performances, whatever, just used, and they pretty much took the songs and used them for those for each performance of that song. They then kind of spliced whatever the footage. The editing is definitely done very well. However, what surprised me was is the type of audio that they used. It sounds like they actually went and used the masters instead of what the comp used. The comp kind of has a bit of a cassette sort of sound to it. These, the songs that they use for these, they obviously use the masters actually, so everything sounds a lot more clearer on the DVD than it is on the actual CD. It's quite odd, but interesting at the same time. But also what's cool about this is the bonus features they added. You get an early 1991 sound check, which is pretty damn cool. Pretty cool, actually, interesting. Then you get a live performance of their cover of Black Sabbath's Into the Void, which is done very well. And the sound quality on that one's quite good, actually. Definitely, overall, a cool disc, actually. Just really cool. I actually have a spare copy of this because I got a few other spare copies I had given out to either a friend or actually my brother, actually, of the CD, but I still got a copy of the DVD. So if you have a copy of the Energy Vampires disc and don't have the Exhumed DVD, who knows? I may work something out. I may. Who knows? I may do a contest video maybe somewhere. Maybe next round, if I do a contest video, I may give out a copy of the DVD and maybe something else. Who knows? There you have that. This one I just showed also in my last, currently listening to video. This, of course, is Blaze, the rock dinosaur. I had this playing in the background, actually, of that video, which I linked to pretty much already in the early in the video. Yeah, this is the rock dinosaur by Japanese hard rock heavy metal band Blaze. Purchased this off of High Roller Records, and it's now no longer available on High Roller Records. But yeah, killer EP, actually. The band has been around since like 98, actually, excuse me. But they released a single in 2001, then their full-length album in 2007, and then here their EP in 2014, which is pretty much 2 years ago. But real killer stuff. It's very 70s heavy sounding. If you like that stuff, like UFO or Scorpions or Thin Lizzy or stuff in that type of caliber, you'll dig Blaze. This is really good. And I'll show off right there. You got the OB, so with it, it's a High Roller Records pressing, as you can see. But yeah, just real cool stuff, actually. Let me kind of show off, I guess, the booklet. I don't want to make this too long of a video. But we go. Performance, the band, and such. More lyrics, which is actually all in Japanese, while here it's all in English. And those songs are sung in English, not in Japanese. But yeah, just real cool. Real cool EP, actually really good. I don't know if I would throw them in the new wave or traditional heavy metal, or them kind of put them a part of the movement, because they came way before the movement. But the whole sound of the CP has that kind of new wave or traditional heavy metal sound, but it's done a lot more classy sounding. It's very classy, hard rock heavy metal. I just recommend this. Yeah, I can't recommend the EP enough. Real good. Alright, this next one, I ordered this about pretty much 3-4 weeks ago, actually, and 5, I think, 3 weeks, 4, whatever, because I was, I think you've noticed that in my recent currently listening to videos and such, I'll bring out a lot of Riot. I didn't have this album in my collection, but once I found out that this was being reissued with, certain set of bonus tracks, I was really surprised to see on this is, of course, let me just show it. Riot's Restless Breed. And the bonus tracks are the Riot Live EP. The first time the Riot Live EP was ever featured as bonus track to this album was through High Voltage Records back in like 1999, or you know, I was really surprised that Metal Blade was actually going to, you know, add them to the repress of Restless Breed. Therefore, because the High Voltage Records pressing of this, you know, of this album, it's very hard to come by, and if you do come by it, it's going to be high priced to shit. So again, when I heard that Metal Blade was going to repress the album with the Riot Live EP, I jumped on it real quick because I didn't have this album in there, and I kind of wanted to have that copy of Restless Breed. And I thought I was going to end up having to buy the vinyl and, you know, of both Restless Breed and the Riot Live EP, but I then pre-ordered it through High Roller Records because it was only released in Europe. But yeah, I pre-ordered it, arrived last week. This is just a, you know, it's a classic Riot album. It is. Let me show off the copy because it's, the hype sticker had, you know, dropped out, but of course right here, 40 years of Riot, enhanced reissue series of their classic albums and such. Of course it's a digipack, kind of like sort of like a mini vinyl, cause there, and of course inside it shows off the, you know, the Riot Live both EP, both front and back cover. Real cool. Of course, the booklet ends up turning on like a poster of which is like kind of filled with all the collage photos from the time period of this, with, you know, Rhett Forster on vocals. We also show off the disc. But yeah, I didn't have this album, and I'm glad to finally have this album in my collection. So I pretty much now finished the Rhett Forster era of the band, because I already had the Guy Speranza era of Riot pretty much finished off. But yeah, this is definitely quality reissue if you ask me. If you don't have the copy of Restless Breed with the Riot Live EP tacked as bonus tracks, or if you don't even have the CD copy anyway, I'd say you probably should definitely go after this one. Of course, it's surprisingly remastered by Patrick W. Engel, whatever. The guy was pretty much worked with like High Roller Records and such. Went and remastered the album here, which is probably is very cool. But yeah, right, it's Restless Breed. Of course, let me get to the album that's playing in the background. Of course, I just received this today. This, of course, is Japanese metal band Saber Bells, Sailing on the Revenge. Killer album. This was released back in 1986. This is a killer Japanese metal album from that time. It's, of course, this song right here, Running My Way, has such a AC/DC feel, but it's done very classy. This is just a great album. This is pretty much kind of commercial sounding, but more done in a more classier way than what Judas Priest was doing at the time of '86. And you know which album that is. Of course, even Scorpions quite got a little more poppier during the time of, you know, of the mid to late '80s. Saber Bells were able to take the commercial sort of sound of Judas Priest, except Scorpions and so forth, and was able to mix it with the more raw, high energy stuff of past material by, you know, except for Judas Priest and Scorpions and all sorts of that. It's just done real great. There's not a bad song on this album, of course. So this is the 2007 King Records reissue. Of course, you know, the OBI, part of the Nexus Masterpiece series. Can't show off the disc. Even the disc looks quality printing. But let me show off this real quick. This is quite cool, the booklet, because it's not really a booklet. This is, because what this is like, you got the cover, but inside of it, you end up getting kind of a poster-like sort of booklet. Because here, folds out like that, of course. in there. Therefore, you end up getting the poster. So you kind of show this off. This is really cool, actually. So it folds out like that. Kind of collage photo of stuff of them inside the studio, maybe on stage, whatever. And here we get is the information and stuff like that. Oh God! Again, you never know what's gonna happen on camera. But here we go. Get a grip. Of course, it's all in Japanese, and I can't read worth Japanese. I don't fucking read it, so I don't know it. If I do, I'm gonna butcher it, and I'm gonna pretty much almost be looked at as like a racist. Crap. So. Fuck. Can't. Here we go. But yeah, does a great album. You know what most Japanese release reissues, whatever. Sometimes the prices can be quite, fetchy or sketchy, whatever. But here, paid about I think about 14 or 15 bucks for this. It's not real expensive, so I definitely recommend this album right here, and just good classic metal from Japan during the 80s. Just good 80s metal. Again, Saber Bells, Sailing on the Revenge. But yeah, there you go. There's my little small collection update. Just haven't been buying so much recently due to cash, whatever. And of course, this time I'm going to have to definitely take it easy on the cash. Can't go out and spend so much. But yeah, there you go. If you have heard some of these albums, whatever, you can definitely post your comments down below. This is Heavy Thrasher saying I'm out, and I'll see you later.